guys, my name is Gia, and for those that don't know me, I'm a vegan bodybuilder. Welcome. I have a notepad in front of me with notes for this video. I don't post YouTube videos on a regular basis. I only make videos when there are answers to questions that people ask on Instagram and Snapchat that are too long for me to answer in those platforms. So here I go again. And by the way, if you're not following me on the platforms, here are my handles. Instagram, Snapchat, follow me. So I answer popular questions that I get via YouTube videos that are too long for me to answer in those platforms. So the one that I've been getting a lot lately is, what are my struggles as I prep through my next bodybuilding competition? It's October 2 right now. My next competition is November 3. I'm competing at NPC. Although I am a natural athlete, I also have another competition November 17th with INBF. And the other thing you guys should know is I'm vegan. Okay, vegan bodybuilder. So my main struggles personally for me are, sometimes I have food cravings, or especially when I'm tired and stressed out, I just want to. The other one is sleep. I have a hate-hate relationship with sleep ever since I was in high school. It's hard for me to get. It's hard for me to get deep sleep. It's hard for me to get quality sleep. And stresses. I sometimes let myself get stressed out about things that aren't good for me to get stressed out about, or even worth my energy. And sometimes I overthink things. So I'm going to go into those a little bit deeper during this video. So let's talk first about food. I need to put it out there, guys. Before you even think about doing a bodybuilding competition, have a really strong and healthy relationship with food. If you don't, your bulimia will come out. Your scarfing down food will come out during your prep. It is not a good idea to start bodybuilding if you don't have a healthy relationship with food. So my struggle with food is, one, sometimes I get cravings, and especially when I'm stressed out and tired and I haven't slept, the thing that makes me feel good is eating, right? And the other thing, my struggle with food, is I travel a lot, and when I'm prepping for a bodybuilding competition, I have to be very aware of my proteins, fats, and carbs, and my micronutrients, my vitamins. And so that means, especially as a vegan, traveling may not always be the easiest for me, especially when I'm trying to get my protein in. So when it comes to cravings, sometimes I'll just give in, and I'll just, let's say I'm craving a chocolate bar. I'll only have a portion of a chocolate bar, and I'll weigh it out and make sure that it counts against my macros. And I'll have to know that I'll have to forego some other voluminous foods just to give into that particular craving. When it comes to other ways that I kind of get over my cravings, I mentally tell myself that it's just a mental thing. I can get over it. If people can quit smoking, I cannot have that one chocolate bar for that day. But the other thing that I do, guys, is even when I travel, I always have stevia with me, because stevia is one of my besties. I also tend to have tahini with me. My lip gloss fell. Tahini with me. If you guys, I grew up as a kid with like this sweet salty snack thing. It was called Lucas. If you mix tahini and stevia together, oh my great golly, great googly moogly. So this is sweet. This is salty. And then, for them chocolate lovers, I travel with Wonder Cocoa. You guys will hear me rave about it a bunch, because Wonder Cocoa is just cocoa powder, but if you mix it with stevia and a little bit of almond milk, it's fantastiballs. It's 1 gram of protein and 1 gram of carb, I think, for a tablespoon, and it's delicious. So those are a couple ways that I satisfy some of my cravings and food things. If I do go over my macros one day, I'll just take it away from the next day. And I'll feel kind of guilty the next day for having gone over my macros, so it's actually easy to hit that next day's macros. So the next struggle that I have, guys, is sleep. Before I get into sleep, when I travel, I do take a moment before I travel, to stop and prepare my protein. Because I'm vegan, I'll create Seitan, which is meat alternatives, super high in protein, made out of wheat gluten. Check out my previous videos to see a little bit more about that. But I will travel with big bags of Seitan, just so that I know that I'm getting my protein in for that day. I think one of my IGTV videos have a little bit of clip of like how I travel, so take a look at that. And I make sure to have everything pre-packed. I also, because during bodybuilding prep, that means my macros, my proteins, fats, and carbs are lower. I tend to also travel with some protein powder just in case I need to hit my macros. Although I try to hit my macros with non-processed kind of whole foods first because they're more voluminous. So the more volume that I can get to my belly, the happier. But if I need to hit a protein and then I'm just short on that day, then I'll have protein powder as backup. So next to the other point, sleep. Yeah, since high school, I have had a hard time getting sleep. And I'm not one of those people that have gotten used to no sleep. I really struggle without any sleep. I wake up and I'm just groggy. My eyes hurt the whole day. And sometimes lifting is hard for me just because I'm tired. So when it comes to no sleep, one of the things that I realized, guys, is when I used to actually take a lot of pre-workout, and sleep really sucked when I took pre-workout. And then hubby and I went to our honeymoon and I stopped taking pre-workout because I didn't travel with it, and I relied on coffee. My sleep, although it can still have some improvements, has gotten a lot better. Like when I sleep, I'm actually asleep and I don't wake up in the middle of the night and like wonder where I am or know what's going on, half reality, half sleep mode. So I've just been relying now on coffee and not taking pre-workout. If I am super zonked and I need to get a workout in and the coffee's not doing it for me, I will take pre-workout, but I will also know that my sleep will suck that night. Sucky, huh? The other thing I do, guys, is I have, I wish I had it with me, Panda eye covers that I use to like drown out all of the light. Hubby gave that to me too. Thanks, Hubs. And I have earplugs that I sometimes use. And then I'll put some content on like Bob's Burgers. What's better to fall asleep to than mindless videos? Although what I tend to do is I'll put it on, and then once my eyes start to close, I actually put the iPad down so I can just hear Bob and his kids talking, but not have the glare from the light. I know it's weird, but I'm weird. And so that's what I'll do for sleep. The other thing that I listen to, guys, is meditation. So on YouTube, you can find meditation for sleep, and sometimes it's just nice to have somebody tell you, okay, close your eyes, think about your breathing, feel your body breathe in, breathe out. That's really relaxing too. And then the next one is stress. So with stress, stress is hard, right? Because it's a mental thing. It's like you decide what you're going to be stressed out about and what you're not going to be stressed out about. And while it's easy for me to say that you decide, I still manage to get stressed. But I have to take a moment to tell myself, hey, wait a minute, stop. You're really fortunate. And enjoy the things that you have in the day and tomorrow and the day before. And stop stressing, man. Because whatever you're stressing about is going to pass. And if you're stressing about something, it must mean you must care about something, right? So focus on the good things about it, focus on succeeding with it, and focusing on the fact that I have the ability to do certain things that I want to do, like bodybuilding. Not many people get to say they get to do that, right? Not many people get the opportunity to travel. Not many people get the opportunity to cook for themselves all the time, right? So those are the things that I try to focus on. There are some stresses that I cannot control, like if there's something urgent in the family, or while somewhat controllable, right? Like if somebody's sick, of course you're gonna care, and that's okay to care. So it's for you to kind of determine, where do I tell myself to stop and stop stressing, or just care a little bit more. But the idea is just put your energies in the right place, right? I mean, I'm a big believer that we're all put on this earth to have some sort of positive impact with each other. The more I stress, the crankier and angrier I get to people, and I don't want to be that way, so I try to manage my stress. But those are the three things that are the biggest challenges for me, guys. Cravings and food, sleep, and stress. you guys have to be in a good place or have that kind of conversation with yourself first before you start prepping for bodybuilding on how you want to manage those things that you think are going to be a challenge for you personally. Those are my challenges. Not everybody has the same challenges, right? So don't watch this video and say, oh, I'm going to manage those 3 things and I'll be good to do bodybuilding. You might have some other struggles. So be very real with yourself and prepare yourself. Okay, guys, I think this video was long enough. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from this mug, subscribe. There's a notification bell somewhere. I don't know where it is, but you can click it. And if you're not already following me on Instagram and Snapchat and maybe one day Facebook, I don't know, you can at least follow me on Insta and Snappy right here. Thanks, guys. I hope that was helpful. And that's all. Bye, guys. Have a good day.